Here I am with another crazy idea, tip. It may not be the right thing to do, but it's what I'm doing. And I put this glove on because my hand was dirty and I didn't want to get the material dirty. So these panels, like pretty much everything in my build, is being held together with rib nuts and 1/4 bolts. So I took and I painted the heads and washers of 1/4 bolts black so that it would better match the material. But now the problem is I've got my layer of foam, my material, but I have those 1/4" holes and I need to put in my bolts. So what I discovered the best way to do this would be is to just push a screwdriver through to spread the material apart without breaking any of the threads, or at least not breaking too many of them, and then just take the bolt and pull the screwdriver out and turn the bolt as it goes into the material. The washer is necessary because without the washer, when you tighten this up, you would end up twisting the material. So by having the washer, I've already put one panel on, it works. It doesn't twist the material, it just pushes down nice and neatly. And since you've got the cushioning in here, that about 1/4" foam, it dips in a little bit and it shows that it's tight. And it looks pretty good. So that's just another little hint, tip, or honestly, it's what I'm doing. Doesn't mean it's right, but so far it's working out. And in the future, if it doesn't, I'll let you know. So be sure to subscribe and you'll get the updates. There we go. Now we got to go put it in. Now you'll see I put foam here to just put a layer between the cold metal of the van and the wood. Even though the wood is sealed and painted with mold killing primer and so on, having this gap will stop the transfer of the temperature and creating a thermal bridge, and I believe that's important. And up here you can see I put some material here because standing on the ground looking up you would be able to see the white steel of the van, and this eliminates that and it'll be one continuous color all the way through. It's probably a little overkill, but I noticed it and I might as well solve that problem. It's not really a problem, it's just I'm picky. That's all there is to it, I'm picky. All right, let's get this up there. Now, of course, the bolts should line up. As you saw earlier, I put these in using a Phillips screwdriver to push through the material. And I'm putting them in, turning them by hand to be sure that I don't cross thread them. Because if they cross-threaded, then I would have to take this apart and I would have to drill out that rib nut and put another rib nut in. So doing the start by hand might save me a little time and aggravation. There you go. That's one wall panel. So that's one down and a couple more to go. I'm not even going to count. And what's great about this is that I can easily take 4 bolts off, remove that wall panel, look behind it and inspect, see if there's any mold or mildew problems or rust or anything happening behind there. That's what's nice about using this polyiso foam insulation and putting it up so I can remove it, because I can always investigate and see what's happening back there. I can also take it out to run some wires if I needed to, although all the wires go in this channel up here. It just makes things a little bit more convenient. There are a lot of other methods that people use that are so much more permanent that down the line, if I had a problem, it would be much more difficult to remove the insulation or remove the wall panels. Also, I'm not using machine screws, because putting a machine screw in the metal, once you do it, if you take it out and put it in once or twice, it'll just be loose. And a lot of professional van builders won't do these type of things because it takes way too much time. And they don't have the time. They've got a business to run, they've got vans to sell, and it just takes too long for them to do that. It's not cost effective. But when you're building the van yourself and you've got time, which I have the time, it's worth it to me. You can do these things to make a better quality build. At least the construction's better quality. We'll see what this thing looks like when I'm done, but I think it'll be okay.